Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel today. Today we are looking at sufficiency since creation. When God created man, he also made provision for all that he will ever need as long as the earth exists. This means that there is no time on earth where man will say that there were not enough resources for his existence. The only problem that exists and causes the fear of lack is greed that is found in man. All the minerals and other natural resources were already in existence before God put man in the land that he was to inhabit. None of the technological advances are a surprise to God. He knew that man will discover the purpose of the minerals that he put on earth for them. That is why he placed them on earth. These resources are renewable and will continue to exist as long as man exists. Many times, people refer to Africa as the motherland, meaning that this is where all mankind originated from and then spread forth to all corners of the earth. It is therefore important to note that all that man needs is available in the land that man was placed in. However, greed made people divide it amongst themselves in the belief that whatever resources they discovered in these different spots will be depleted and therefore they will be at advantage in future. These same people are now perplexed that what they thought will be extinct by now is actually more than they thought, and what they discovered is that what is remaining is much more than what they have already taken out in the assumption that it was running out. What was deposited in the land is enough to take care of the whole of human race as long as they believe, because this is the home of mankind and whatever man needs is already deposited in it. In fact, for this reason, most people believe that the Garden of Eden was based in Africa. Many shortages are man-made in order to raise the value of an item that they desire to sell and therefore make money out of people's ignorance. This greed will make farmers discard milk in the ocean and only present a certain amount of milk to the market to raise the price of milk. It will make nations pass law to prevent people from keeping gold in their homes in areas that gold is readily available, to hike the prices of gold and make it only available to a certain class of people. Just as the surface of the earth will always be enough for people to live on, also the resources available in the earth will be enough for all people. Although at times it seems like it will not be enough and that the world will be overpopulated, this fear will lead people to war over land, thinking that only the strong will survive and therefore take over the land. This is after the reckless activities of the same man has badly affected the earth. Instead of looking for a way to right the wrong, man starts to look at another man to blame and fight off to keep what is remaining of the resources. This is, however, fruitless, since the planet has a way of bringing itself to equilibrium. And most of the time, when nature works to bring itself to equilibrium, man becomes collateral damage. This cycle will continue throughout. Man will not overpower nature, but nature will always revert to a state of equilibrium. Genesis 8:22 states, "As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest time, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease." These seasons will remain as long as the earth is in existence. And even if the activities of man has tampered with the natural cycle, nature will have to do something drastic to bring everything to balance. This we see many times with what is normally called natural disasters. It is right to call these disasters natural because it is nature that is reclaiming its place when the activities of man have highly affected the natural flow of things. Man has always been jealous of one another. So, besides greed, jealousy is another very destructive force that humans possess. If only the human race understood that the success of another person does not diminish my own success. We, however, think that if someone else is successful, we have to pull them down and therefore feel better that they are either at our level or lower than us. This is foolishness, because the success of your neighbor will raise the value of the whole neighborhood, and therefore, when another neighbor succeeds, they will aim higher, knowing that it is possible to achieve what the other person has, regardless of their location. This successful neighbor therefore becomes a mark to measure their success with, and if they achieve more, then the cycle continues. But if you pull them down, the value of the neighborhood will dip, because the measurement others measure themselves with is much lower. Always know that there is enough resources to go around, and the success of another will not stop your own success. Rather, it will give you the drive to keep working on your own project and hence achieve more. It is this jealousy that made Cain to kill his brother Abel, even though there was an opportunity of him to succeed as well. Genesis 4:6-7 says, "Then the Lord said to Cain, 'Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it.'" Here we see that we also have the ability to rule over the feelings of jealousy that encroach to us. Everyone is called to a different path, and overfixation with another person's performance may confuse you to follow another person's path. Remember, your provision is along the path that is set out for you. If you start following someone else's path, you will not find your provision, and you will wonder why is it that you are doing the same thing that they do, but you are not seeing the same level of success. This is because you left your path when you thought that you were not progressing as fast as you thought you should have, and jumped onto another person's path who seemed to be more successful. What you did not know is that they were on their destined path, and their provision was waiting for them on that path. So when you took their path, there was nothing there for you, but your provision is still waiting for you on your destined path, which you abandoned because of feelings of dissatisfaction, because it was not growing as fast as you wanted it to. Remember, contentment and diligently following your path with joy will bring you to success in whatever you do. There will be no need to feel jealous of another, because if we all keep to our path, we will all see success, and there will be no need for envy and jealousy, which are majorly brought about by greed. Violence and robbery will not be known to man, and poverty would not exist. But all these exist because we allow greed to lie to us that if we have what belongs to the other person, we will be happier. This is all vanity, chasing what we do not have in order to get what we can never have through thievery, robbery, and any sort of violence. This is why the rich keep looking for more riches, and the poor are struggling to be like the rich. This cycle is endless and so bleak, such that those who have discovered to be abundant in whatever state they are in do not understand the insatiable desire for more. Choose today to live a content, abundant life, and you will find true freedom. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you have learned something. I hope you have gotten a piece of what would make you have peace in your life. Enjoy your week. See you next time.